Howdy. So this is Chris again with another Pro Tools session walkthrough, kind of RPM inspired in a way. This tune was originally recorded in 06, I think, for the RPM 06 season, and recorded at, I kind of wrote as an electric guitar, kind of power poppy kind of tune, whatever. And the drums were recorded at my good friend Tim Terrio's place by my brother Jamie Decato in that version. And over the years I started playing it just kind of acoustically, just acoustic and a vocal, and kind of wanted to get that. It was just a feel change or just a vibe change, something. And that was kind of why I wanted to start over. And then I got really inspired to do it when my good friend Dave Stefanelli had his drums here at my house. He was, Dave recorded, he was a drummer for Mama Kicks Forever, and then played on the tour for Avalon with Sully Erna, and he and Lisa Geyer were working on a record together, and recorded a lot of the basic tracks here at my place. And so while his drums were here, I was like, I'm gonna do that tune. So I ended up playing the drums myself, and thanks, Dave. Your drums really made this tune kind of happen. Otherwise, I wouldn't have probably done it. I don't know. But let's just start with the acoustic. It's a really simple little song. And this is that same miking technique for the acoustic as the other tunes that I've done videos of, where it's a large and a small diaphragm condenser stuck together right at where the body meets the neck of the guitar, about a foot away, whatever. And then usually panned pretty hard. In this case, they're not quite so much, but making it lean to the left a little. And the acoustic guitar is really not that important in the sound of the song after all, even though that was kind of why I wanted to do it. I don't know. It's certainly a part of it, but then the electrics kind of take over. So let's check those out. They're really just my Electra through the Univox. And these two are panned hard left and right. But then there's that high string acoustic stuff that I've been doing for years, kind of inspired this track, this high part, where I'm playing basically the same riff, but up an octave or up above the 12th fret. And it's a little messy, but you just add a bit of that in there and it makes the guitars really tall and big sounding or something. And not big and fat, because they don't need to be fat. You get the bass for that, so it just makes them kind of bigger. I don't know. Something about it I really like. Especially when they play the wrong chord, like right there. That was cool. So that brings us to the bass. And this one's hilariously distorted. Where it's the same thing where there's the line. And then that same Univox I was playing the guitars through. You can hear my cabinet rattling and, oh man, it's dying. Just playing around with trying to make that bass be big and fat. That's hilarious. Anyways, so then the organ's the next track down, which is the B4 plugin, played through my Leslie cab and mic'd. Really just doing padding. I almost wasn't going to do this track, but I'm really glad I did. It really it's the musical mayonnaise. I think that was Brian Coleman used to say. that the organ is. Just kind of something missing until it's there, and then you go, ah. So, but that brings us to the drums. I'll kind of solo out all these instruments here. So here's the kick, which I think is a D112 on the kick. And his drum just, sounded so good. I don't even know that there's much of anything on it other than that's what it sounds like. There's a little touch of EQ and a little bit of expansion. Just as big and huge sounding, and that's it. Ta-da. And the snare. A 57 on the top, and a small diaphragm condenser on the bottom head. And those are probably out of phase. Yep. So the phase button is pushed. And the tom mics, I don't remember. Let's see if the toms get hit in this. Oh, we gotta go up here. I don't remember what those mics were. Some kind of AKG mics? Or EVs or something? I don't remember. And then there was here's the overheads. Again, just a touch of, if any, EQ on them. I think I just have this plug on there. I think it's just on there for the compression. And then the last pair. This is a lot of mics for drums. I usually don't do this. These are some room mics that I had that were also an electret, small diaphragm. I think they're Shores, but I can't remember. I know those aren't SM81s. Kind of just in the room. And so I just got a little bit of those kind of mixed in. That's the whole kit. And because it's me playing, I actually there's a fair amount of editing to the track. Just kind of wiggling things around just a little. So that's what the kit sounds like, which kind of brings us to the dreaded vocal. So, I'm not a singer, and I don't claim to be, but too much sound. So here I am, from all around, and so there's some, so a little bit of pitch, not a ton, just a couple of notes here and there. I need to learn how to be still. Some EQ, some compression. And this kind of fun, it's kind of like a distortion box for any microphone, anything. So a little bit of saturation. I'll show you what that's doing. From all around, leave me alone now. I need to learn how to be still like the moon. It's really subtle what it's doing, just a little fuzzy. And sky above me, I wanna hear my blood move. But I thought it was really helping the vocal cut through the mix in a cool way. I wanna think you're alright. And know it's okay. I wanna sit by your side. I think I've got that on both. And get to know you someday. I think it's even more on the, I've got it even jacked up more. I'm afraid on the harmony vocal. Of what you just a little more. Think inside your head. So, in the way this tune goes is a couple of choruses, and then it does this kind of breakdowny thing that I think I get that from Yes Tunes and stuff, where it kind of goes into the spacey weird part, and there's this cool little thing that happened in the guitar, the high guitar track that I want to show. Let's get rid of those for a second. Kind of breaks down and then it gets into this little so when I was doing that part, this high guitar, I didn't even, this wasn't even really a part. I was just kind of, improvising along. And how I ended up playing it, let me fix this here real quick. You can kind of see in the original track. So you can see I kind of clammed through that transition there. And there's some like weird noises and stuff, I don't know. I fell asleep for a second right here. And so my idea was, I can just fix that. I'll just grab a chunk of the riff from here and stick it on there, and it will work out and be fine. And the way that it moved, the way that it ended up getting jammed in there, it kind of turns the beat around and turns that riff on its head. So that wasn't what I played, and originally my first thought was, I gotta fix that. Like it didn't go into the right place, so I gotta fix it. And I listened to it again, and I was like, wait a minute, I gotta hear that again. I think it's better. And so anyways, it was one of those happy accident things. It's my favorite part of the song now. And it wasn't what I played. Maybe that's why I like it, I guess. Anyway, so that's kind of the whole tune there. And so thanks for watching.
Find my way out to the sea. Look for the sun, my place to